when it comes to the catches you made, specifically that one-handed catch and the high point catch, Vikings. How much do you practice that stuff? Because we don't see it. How much do you practice the one hand or the high point or some of the catches you've made this year?
I don't know. Just throughout practice, situations, we always try to, practice to a level of how we want to compete. And, I think I'm taught highly of our scout team. Our scout team gives us great looks and great opportunities to be able to go out and make some of our practice plays, as game-like as possible so that, we get in those situations in the game. It's not it becomes an afterthought. It's just something that just, it happens because we've seen it before.
Court, what sort of opportunity is this to play in prime time, to test yourselves against a division leader and kind of go out there and see what you guys are about?
Yeah, I think each game is equally important. We don't try not to put too much emphasis on certain games. The most important game is the game that we got to, that's ahead of us. And right now, the most important game is this Detroit game. And, it didn't really matter, when we have to play. If them boys told us we have to play tomorrow, we'll make it happen. Just show up and go give our, put our best foot forward. And we know if we do that, then, I think we'll like the outcome at the end.
Court, what was your best catch? Was it the touchdown or the one-handed grab when you were on the sideline and Russ overthrew it?
I don't know. I don't think a lot of people saw the second one, but.
Well, I saw it. I'm asking.
I don't know. I think that's a opinionated thing. So everybody it's different to everybody, but I don't know.
Well, what'd you think? I mean, it's pretty cool to just reach up and grab something, zipping at full flight.
Yeah, it was a cool little thing. I really didn't think much of it. I just saw the ball coming at me, and I was like, I think I can catch this. And just tried to make a play.
To take a bigger picture, do you have a favorite catch on the season? Does one stick out above all the rest?
Nah, I think the one, my favorite one, hasn't happened yet. I think it's coming here at some point, but we'll see. No, my dog just, he keeps working, man. He works. He's a competitor. He's a guy who, demands a lot out of himself, just like we all do. We all want to see ourselves go out there and, be as successful as possible. We all work really, really hard to be able to go out and compete at a high level. And, Jerry's the ultimate competitor. I think anybody that's been able to share a field with him would tell you the same thing. I'm sure, like, the few years that I've been able to know him, I've been able to feel his energy and feel his juice in terms of the way that he plays his game. And, he just demands the most out of himself. And, that's what you want. Those are the type of guys you want in your room, on your team, because you know that at the end of the day, they're going to go out there and you're going to get everything that they have. And, that's just how Jerry is. And I love that about him. I love that he's a competitor. I love that, he's not going to settle for, being, less than the best that he can be. And, I applaud that part of him because, it's not a lot of people who can hold themselves to that standard. Some people will say, oh, it's all right, but he's not that type of person. He's going to go out there and he's going to give you everything he got. And whenever he feels like he's not, up to that standard, he has, he wants to be better and he works to be better. And, he had a great day of practice today. And, I think that's just a testament to him and the person that he is and the player he is.
Court, what does Greg add to your offense when he's out there at tight end?
Man, Dulcich and Gabbana, man. I'm excited. I'm excited to man get him back. The dudes, had to fight a lot of adversity, and it's been really unfortunate. But to be able to get him back is going to be amazing. I don't think a lot of people really understand, the level of just excitement that he brings to the game, from that tight end position. The dude can do it all. He'll block up if he needs to. He can run every route, run away from anybody if he, creates mismatches in the passing game. I'm excited to get him back. He's been working his butt off to be able to get back in the space that he's in. I'm sure y'all already know, him being out is the time that he has been out. He's been working his butt off. And it was cool to see him at practice today, getting out there, moving around again. It's going to be even better, once we get him back active and get him back on the field. I think he brings just a whole different level of game plan for defenses. They have to account for him. If you don't account for him and you try to leave him matched up with linebackers and safeties, it's not going to be a pretty day. So I'm excited to get Dulcich back, man. It's going to be fun.
When you make these high degree of difficulty catches, is there a tangible benefit? Do you think you get to your opponent's opponent's head a little bit? Like they can do whatever they can, but you're still going to come down with the ball.
Yeah, I think a little bit. I think it's, you know, you can draw up all the coverages that you want and stuff, but you know, if you got guys that can go out there and just make a play, I think it frustrates more than just the player. I think it frustrates, you know, the defense as a whole, because you know they can go out there and, you know, rush the quarterback really well, or you know, have a perfect coverage dialed up, and you know when you got guys that can go make plays, which we have a lot of them on our team, you know, especially on offense, defense, but in terms of offensively going out there making plays, I think we got a lot of guys that can go out there and make plays. I think it creates a frustration for the defense, because it's like, you know, we call a perfect scheme for this, you know, for this particular play, but they still wind up finding a way to make a play. I like that. I love that. It's a fun part of the game. You know, I think that's the chess match that goes into it. You know, you never know what's gonna happen next.
Thank you,
Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate y'all.